Hey everyone, we're here with another racket review, and today's racket is going to be the Wilson Blade Pro 1619. I know what you're thinking, it sounds a lot like the regular Blade 1619 or any of the other variations, but this is a limited edition. You can only get it from Wilson, you can only get it from the Wilson Labs. We'll tell you what makes it different and why you need to pay attention to this racket right now.
The Wilson Pro Labs Blade Pro 16x19 V8 is a unique racket with a 98 square inch head size, an unstrung weight of 305 grams, which equals 10.8 ounces. The swing weight is 337, putting the balance point at the 13-inch mark, making it 4 points head light. It has a standard length of 27 inches on this constant beam of 21.46 millimeters. It has a soft stiffness of 60, an open string pattern of 16 mains and 19 crosses. Wilson Pro Performance Grip is stock on the handle, and it comes in a glossy, color-shifting green cosmetic. To understand this unique pro version of the blade, you must understand some things about the origins of this racket. First is the differentiation between Wilson Pro Labs and Wilson. Wilson Sporting Goods represents the standard manufacturing and distribution of Wilson products. Wilson Pro Labs represents the innovation and engineering side, which typically works closely with tour professionals and rarely designs products for the general public. Having been a part of the Wilson International Stringing Team run by Wilson Pro Labs for over a decade, I can personally say their attention to detail and resources at their disposal is far beyond any other manufacturer in the industry. When talking with the high-ups at Pro Labs, they often tell me about projects 5 years plus in the future, which they are mastering today. The second part of this Pro variation is the retail distribution versus direct-to-consumer. Most rackets are made in the factory and then dispersed to retailers like us around the world and then sold to countless players and customers for general consumption. This racket, however, is only sold direct to consumer on the Wilson site with no demos, the ability to feel or touch in stores, and not widely available. You can merely watch videos like this or encounter somebody who owns one of these rare rackets. The third part of the pro-specific model is the concept of pro stock versus retail rackets. Retail rackets represent the everyday rackets you see in stores and online. They are fully finished framed, geared for everyday players, and come in only a finite variations. Pro stock rackets, however, are typically higher quality production materials and offered in raw frames to pros and exclusive players only. The pros take these blank canvas of a racket and build it to their exact specs. Visually, it may look like the racket you see in stores or online, but under the hood, it's a whole different beast. Pros have typically heavier, denser, longer, and many other differences on their rackets, which then only get a cosmetic of what we can relate to as the general public. Wilson Pro Labs traditionally offers these rackets to high-end players, which they then customize to the player's liking. This racket serves as the perfect starting point to build upon. If you like to customize rackets, then this Pro is a better starting point than the standard blade. A fourth part of the Pro-specific model is the glossy finish instead of the standard matte. As stated, there are Pro stock or retail rackets. Just about all the latest Wilson retail rackets are offered in a beautiful matte finish. When watching pro players with their pro stock rackets on TV, you might not realize, but their rackets are almost always glossy finish. I remember having various conversations with Pro Lab engineers and even the legendary Michael Chang that pros prefer the glossy finish for its racket head speed, feel, and many other qualities. Finally, the string pattern distribution on the Pro model versus standard blade is unique. The Blade Pro has a lower string pattern with a final cross at the bottom coming much closer to the throat. The result is a more open 16x19 pattern on the Pro versus the standard variation, which although it has the same amount of strings, it's concentrating them higher on the racket and makes the sweet spot denser. Now that you understand what makes this racket different, it essentially plays quite similar to the standard blade, which we have a review for on our channel and a link in the description. I do feel personally that the quality of the Blade Pro is much higher. The feel is crisper and more connected. Racket wear and depreciation seems to hold up better in the Blade Pro and other Pro stock rackets. The plow through on shots and contact response was cleaner. The quickest way to illustrate the point is the sensation of a mishit versus dead center contact. When you hit the ball flush, it's just a pure feeling, and that sensation and response is much more associated with the Pro variation of the racket given the same contact point.
Just a quick review for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. We have new videos coming every week where we can help you with your equipment so you have that advantage over your competitors. You're playing more, you're staying fit, you're staying healthy. We got you covered. Thanks so much.